The BJP-led NDA alliance on Tuesday announced Draupadi Murmu as their candidate for the forthcoming presidential elections. And with the announcement of Murmu's name as the NDA candidate for the polls, she is likely to file her nomination on the 25th of this month. And earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had affirmed that Murmu has a rich administrative experience and that she would be able to fulfill her responsibilities properly. It may be mentioned here that Draupadi Murmu is a former Jharkhand governor and also a former Odisha minister. If elected, she will be the first tribal president of India and the country's second female president after Pratibha Patil. And coming from a poor tribal family in a village of Mayurbhanj, a backward district in Odisha, Draupadi Murmu completed her studies despite facing challenging circumstances. She taught at the Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Centre, Rairanpur, and notably former Finance and External Affairs Minister of India, Yashwant Sinha, has been named as the common candidate of the opposition parties for the presidential elections, which are slated to take place on the 18th of July.
हमारे अपने एनडीए के घटक के लोगों के साथ बातचीत करते हुए और लगभग 20 नामों पर हमारे यहाँ लंबे दौर की चर्चा हुई और चर्चा में सब लोगों के साथ बातचीत करते हुए एक सर्वसम्मति इस बात पर बनी कि सभी नामों पर चर्चा हुई, विस्तृत चर्चा हुई, लेकिन कुल मिलाकर के ये बात सामने आई कि हमें प्रत्याशी के रूप में कोई पूर्व से ढूंढना चाहिए, भारत के पूर्वी क्षेत्र से ढूंढना चाहिए और हो सके और हमारा प्रयास हो महिला को हमको स्थान देना चाहिए। और आज तक कोई आदिवासी ट्राइबल प्रत्याशी राष्ट्रपति के रूप में नहीं आया है, इसलिए हमें ट्राइबल पर और पहली बार कोई ट्राइबल को भारतीय एनडीए की तरफ से हम कैंडिडेट बना सकेंगे, ऐसा संसदीय बोर्ड, पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड का मत था और इसलिए श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू इनको राष्ट्रपति का प्रत्याशी घोषित किया गया है एनडीए की तरफ से।
And meanwhile, chief ministers of northeastern states have welcomed the decision to field Draupadi Murmu as their presidential candidate. Take a look. Yes, there you have it. Taking to Twitter, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma has congratulated Draupadi Murmu, former governor of Jharkhand, on being nominated as the presidential candidate of the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance. And Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang has also expressed his gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for nominating an indigenous tribal woman candidate for the presidential elections. Chief Minister Tamang, further welcoming the decision, said that he will extend his unconditional support to the presidential candidate. We also have Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu, who has congratulated Murmu on being nominated as the presidential candidate of the NDA. Chief Minister Khandu further wrote that Arunachal Pradesh is a tribal state and nomination of first tribal as presidential candidate shows the Prime Minister's commitment towards tribals as well as towards women. We also have a tweet by the Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, who thanked Prime Minister Modi for nominating an indigenous tribal woman candidate, Draupadi Murmu, as the presidential candidate. Chief Minister Sangma further stated that it was a long cherished dream of his father, the late P.A. Sangma, to have a tribal president for the country.